of being like a Catherine Zeta-Jones or a Courtney Cox look. It doesn't matter how hot Meg Ryan or Reese Witherspoon could be, it's just not going to float his boat. Anytime, and it's pretty interesting because I test my husband all the time because he's the one that switches your pictures and does any kind of uploading with the website. And a lot of times if I see like an unbelievably gorgeous girl, I'll email him the picture to switch or to replace. And then of course I'll have some kind of an obnoxious comment with it. And he'll say, nope, doesn't do it for me, not my type. Because she could be blonde. So it's very odd, but people do have very definitive types in terms of the male sex. Women do not. You could do short, you could do bald.
I can't do short.
Well, you say that you can't do short or bald. I guarantee you I'd have to interview you first and find out what your non-negotiables were. And
Short
then,
and bald would be.
well, you could say that now, but I can promise you that if I told you about an amazing, amazing guy who happened to be Columbia, Harvard, self-made, venture capitalist, divorced, 2 kids, awesome, great personality, and I wanted to...
Stanley Tucci.
Well, but you know what? That's the bottom line. Okay. The bottom line is that you said he'd have to be, whereas with men, they'll cut you off.
Yeah.
They'll cut me off before I can even finish the sentence.
Yeah.
So basically, to them, beauty is pretty skin, pretty hair, pretty smile, not a lot of makeup, not a drama queen, not high maintenance. That's the beginning of the list. It continues to go on.
Brains, they're so low maintenance themselves.
Well, I got the high maintenance ones also. Brains, men need someone who is intellectually stimulating. Men that I deal with want a woman that is going to enhance the phenomenal life that they already have, and they want a woman who's able to bring something to the table that they don't already know. Even if it's as silly as getting involved in some kind of interest, whether it be sports or culture or theater, that they never did before. And it's like, wow, I can try this. This is really awesome because she was into it. Whatever, skydiving, flying, photography, antiquing, it doesn't matter. Men want women that are going to bring something to the table. The women, preferably for certain guys, have to be well educated. Obviously, I deal with a lot of men who are double IB educated, and their first words out of their mouth, and I can tell you a story, where did she go to school? Now, when I had a 74-year-old man ask me where she went to school, I sort of looked at him like he had 7 heads on his shoulder, and I said, who cares? That was 40, 50 years ago. Who cares? Now I want to know where she went to school. Okay, I'll ask her and have her look at me like a moron. The bottom line is that this was a man who had about 5 degrees from UPenn, like above and beyond smart. He had more degrees than a thermometer. And he wanted to make sure, because he worked very hard for those degrees, it didn't matter how old he was, that the woman was going to be able to, A, intellectually challenge him, and B, appreciate all of what he did for 40-some-odd years. Now that he's retired, what's the difference? But whatever. So women can be street smart and women can be book smart. There are 2 totally different things. Depending on the guy will depend on what the guy is actually looking for. Most men are looking for well-educated girls. Now, the best one, beauty, brains, guess what's next? Body. I'm just a messenger. Men have an extreme allergy, worse than hives, to fat. They have an allergy to fats. They need women who lead a healthy lifestyle, who take care of their bodies. And no, they're not looking for models. No, they're not looking for trophy wives. No, they're not looking for arm candy. I'm not a dating service. I'm a matchmaker. And my fees weed out and separate the men from the boys. So I am dealing with well-educated, well-groomed, awesome, upscale, commitment-minded men who are looking to get into a relationship with a woman that has the whole package. And basically, there's nothing wrong with these guys. They're busy, and they don't really have the net that I do, and they don't have the avenues of meeting women like I do. Because, number one, I will go up to any woman, anywhere, anytime, and start a conversation with her. I do that on an hourly basis, and then I will go up to any man, anywhere. I don't care if he's with a woman. I don't care if he's a celebrity. Nothing will stop me, because a lot of times the woman is a sister or a wing girl or a co